Okay, so I'm going to call this UK customers that buy item whatever, yeah, because I don't really know what I'm going to. Usually you set off knowing what you want to do before you do it. I'm setting off not knowing. Okay, all right. So display name. Okay, so I'm going to pick country. Okay, so the country field, and I want everything in the United Kingdom. All customers in the United Kingdom. Okay, and then what I want is people that have bought something in that category, and that category of items. I could just pick individual items if I wanted to. People that have specifically bought a particular item. Okay, so I'm going to say next. Okay, I'm glad there's someone in my list. Okay, now I've created this target list now, and I can use this target list in campaign waves. Okay, but if I just wanted to do a quick, quick and dirty kind of email shot or fax shot or letter run or call list, I can do it here now. I can go create email, yeah, no, create an email shot. I can do create a fax shot, or I can just export it to Excel or whatever, and do whatever I want to do with it. Okay, but I'm going to save this because I want to use it in my wave. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is campaign wave. Okay, so we have one wave set up, so one campaign set up. Now a campaign is an umbrella, yeah, for lots of activities underneath. So for example, we want to sell Enterprise Suite software. Okay, so that could be a campaign in the first quarter. Okay, and the waves can be the things that we're going to do. So we might be able to do. We might be doing an email shot. Yeah, then we're going to follow up with a calling everybody, and then we're going to follow up with a fax shot, and then we're going to follow up with a postcard, a letter run or whatever, yeah, and then we might come back to another email shot. It's all the activities that we're going to do to achieve the campaign that we actually want to set out to do, and we can also gauge the actual response, the activities, and the opportunities that were achieved by that. Okay, so let's look at this particular campaign. Okay, so the campaign is the umbrella. We have an in progress, we have a start date and an end date. Okay, we have waves that are linked to it. Okay, we also have opportunities, activities, and documents that are linked to it. So if I look at waves, you can see I've already got a couple of waves set up, like the two call ones. Okay, but let's add a wave so you can see what kind of things go on here. So I'm just going to call this Tony's example. Okay, so this is a fax one. Okay, so I'm going to say it's in progress, and it starts then and ends then. This is the detail. Okay, it's about this, that, and the other. I'm also going to pick my target list. Okay, so I'm going to pick the one we just created, UK customers that buy an item, and I'm going to compose the fax now. Okay, and the great thing about this is I can say on the subject line, I can say da da da. Okay, special offer. And if I attach attachments to a fax, then what happens is it'll actually kind of open those attachments up and actually fax them as a hard copy. Okay, so I'm going to go dear whoever, la la la, and I can actually, if I've got templates set up, I can pull those, use those templates, and then it automatically merges the data, or I can actually drag merge fields across and use those as I want to. Now, if I wanted to send this fax run, I could do send to text fax to see what it looked like, or I could actually do the entire fax run right now by clicking on the send fax button. Okay, but if I just change this to email, what you'll notice is all of a sudden, email. What you'll notice is I've got now a compose email tab instead of an actual compose fax tab, and you can see that you've got design, HTML, and preview modes. So you've got a full HTML editor in here, and you've got the merge fields still. So you can actually do you can do exactly the same thing via email, via fax, and the other one I want to show you is call lists. Okay, so what we can do is now we can say I want you to, this is where we kind of put a script to say ask about this and that. Okay, and the outbound call details, which users would we like to make these calls. Okay, so I'll say, well, admin and admin UK. Okay, or I can pick a team. And obviously the target list is the one we already chose. Okay, so if I now save and close that, you can see that we've actually got another wave here, Tony's example, that's in progress, that's a call type. Okay, I can obviously see this as a kind of calendar as well when it's due. Okay, so let's save and close that and go to outbound calls. And what we should have is the Tony example one. Only the outbound calls that would come up here, okay, that I'm actually assigned to as a user. Okay, so if I click on the Tony's example, I say get a call. Okay, so I've got to call J&S Computing. Okay, I've got to ask about this, that, and the other. I can make some notes here. Okay, yeah, I got through. Brilliant. Okay, that will then mark that as an activity against that particular customer. I can actually go straight into that customer record if I wanted to. Right, got through. Brilliant. Okay, so I get another call. Okay, they said call back after tomorrow. Okay, so call back in a day, and that'll put that into my callbacks. So you can see it's just a very neat and easy way of reminding people to try and make some calls or make a call activities. Okay, so we've been through a lot of the new. We've been through obviously a lot of the find, and the only other thing we need to do is finish off on a few dashboards, I suppose. We have document management. The document management within a customer account is this is for overall documents. So, so you don't have to have like a separate document directory on your network. You can store it all in the one database. So, for example, you just create as many folders as you want. You have as many documents as you want. Okay. And also, you can also access this remotely by having it as part of the database. We've got reporting. And obviously you can see a preview of it. It's got a full report writer, and we've got business intelligence. So on the CRM side, it's case performance, so we can see are we actually responding to our calls on time, outstanding opportunities by value. Okay, so a bit lacking in data there, I'm afraid. Okay. One other thing I'll look at in a bit more detail is the customer account. I'm going to look at that in more detail in the actual customer as well, but essentially we'll have a quick look at it here as well. Because one of the major things about this is with truly integrated CRM, when you look at the customer account, everything is in one place. Okay, so here's a customer. We've got all our contacts, we've got all our notes, all our activities. Okay, and we can see that as a calendar or as a list. We've also got zoom buttons, so you can actually zoom up and down to expand the actual area that you want to look at. We've got case management, so obviously we can see all the outstanding cases for this customer, all the outstanding opportunities, all the emails, all the faxes, all the documents, all the waves that we're part of. Okay. We can also from here, okay, looking at a particular contact record. Okay, we can see the specific notes, activities, cases, opportunities to do with that contact. The general tab basically is all the contacts, notes, and activities across all contacts. Okay, so we've got a contact-centered view and an entity-centered view. From this record as well, you can basically do a quote, do a sales order, do an invoice, create a new contact, create a new note. You can do everything from here. Okay, you've also got recent history and trading information. And essentially, I'll go through all this other stuff in more detail in the customer module. But the point I wanted to get across was everything is in one place, so you don't have to kind of look and go looking for things. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll look at the other presentations, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.